You guys should have gotten a notification on X. It will be live on there as well. Last time we did get close to 800, 900 viewers. So if you guys are engaged, please, talk about Cast, talk about Nacho in the Discord and the chat as well. I'll read any questions that you guys have. A lot of people are joining from different ecosystems, right? Ecosystems that don't understand proof of work fully. Don't understand why is Cast not getting airdrops? Where are my Nacho airdrops, right? People are very confused about that, and you would think for as long as Caspa has been out already, people would fully understand this. But time and time again, we see people posting things like Cast next unlock in April. Between you and I, folks, we know that Caspa has no unlocks. Okay, Caspa has an emission schedule and a block reward. That will have a supply shock soon. If you guys have seen the emission schedule, if someone can remind me what the current block reward is, I remember when I started mining Cas, the network hash rate was at 2.9 petahashes. 2.9, and I had ordered I think 7 or 8 KS zeros. I took profits from another currency I was in, and I said, why not just mine Cas? And unfortunately, I learned the hard way. I ordered those 8 KSOs, and by the time they came in, Cas hash rate started exploding. There was YouTube videos of people plugging in their KSOs just like a lamp next to their bed, putting a little fan on it and racking in, I don't know, like $70, $80 a day. By the time I got mine, it was not that beautiful. It was absolutely not that beautiful. I ordered them, like I said, at 2.9 petahashes, and by the time they arrived, the hash rate was over 30 petahashes. So yeah, it was a tough lesson to learn, and for future reference when I look to mine Cas in the future, because definitely after this cycle, this is something I want to do long term between me, Ashton, Frog. We all want to mine Caspa heavily, and we're gonna need stronger equipment, front run the equipment, especially because no one really saw the hash rate exploding the way it did. No one quite saw that, and believe it or not, guys, those KSOs are still chugging along till this day, and they do hit like one block a week. But hey, man, if as long as they're on, that's what matters to me. I have streamer mode on. I can't see you guys. Your username, some of your usernames. Yes, go Nacho. I'm super excited, man. I'm super excited, and people have to understand that Nacho being the biggest meme on Cas. If you believe in Cas, and most of us here already understand the technology and what Cas is capable of. If you think that Cas is gonna 10x, 15x, or do and flourish, get the adoption it deserves with the technological prowess that it has, ladies and gents, in 45 days, Cas is going to be the fastest layer one in the world. And I think not enough people are recognizing it, but I always tell you guys this again and again and again. Skate to where the hockey puck will land and not where it is. People are waiting for, oh, Cas doesn't have these listings. Why would you want to invest in it after the listings? If you know they're being teased, if you know that they're in the works, if you know that Binance already has the coding for Cas, it's already ready. All they have to do is pull the trigger for spot, which many of us are anticipating after 10 blocks per second in 45 days. Why would you invest afterwards? You're supposed to front run adoption. It's the early investors that win. And right now, Cas, it can't get more apparent to everyone. It's so early. You look at Cas on X is the top most posted crypto, the top three consistently in the top three cryptos posted. And you'll see, for example, like number one BTC. Sometimes two will be Pi or XRP or something, and three is Cas. But look at the market cap valuation difference between these three. We have a cryptocurrency that's around 1.5 to 1.9 billion market cap, with the absolute most strong community at that market cap valuation. The community is there for a reason. The technology that we're supporting and backing and defending with teeth and nails on X and on different social platforms, we're defending it because we understand what it is. What was BTC price at 2 billion market cap? I know, right? I know. We could use market cap of. Here, I'll do that real quick. Let me see. Market cap of.com. I'm going to go to CAS, BTC. Oh, I did it backwards. 1 second. Bear with me here. I'm going to get to you on that answer. It's a $98 BTC. $98 BTC, Bufflink. $98. Yes, Beckett. Nacho will melt both for sure. Nacho will melt both for sure. Um, I see JD in here. Welcome, welcome, Sherpa, Caspa Queen, Geo, Vidar. Heaps good. Of course, Beckett. And if you guys feel free to step up, talk about your long-term, short-term predictions for what's going to happen with Caspa. We have stable coins. We have stable coins coming. Okay, that's a big deal because people are going to want to hold their liquidity in stable coins on a proof of work that's secure, does not shut down with transaction fees a hundredth of a penny. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. And the more I talk about it, the more I reinforce it, the more excited I get. Honestly, I'm telling you guys, when you feel that shakeout in the market, when you feel that fear, it does suck to see your portfolio go down. But you have to remember there was a point in time where Solana was a buck. There was a point in time where Ethereum was 50 cents, and you would think to yourself, who wouldn't buy Ethereum when it was 50 cents? A lot of people, guys. A lot of people saw it. They witnessed it. I have friends. I love that sticker with Shy wearing the Nacho shirt. Um, I had a friend of mine who had a buddy that was really into crypto and he didn't really understand it at the time and he was begging him to just put like $100 in ETH, put $200 in ETH, and ETH was around a couple clams. It was like $3, $4, and he just would not give in, right? And when I showed him Caspa, he jumped the gun immediately. And when I showed him Caspa, this was when I found Caspa, early 2023. I was in Australia. I was actually deployed at the time, and I found Cas. It was just correcting from 4 cents to a penny. It was around a 127, 0.127. And I showed him. I told him, dude, this is an ETH-like opportunity at 200 million market cap. This is a proof of work that is scaling. Like Shai likes to say, what is it? A traditional wisdom is that proof of work can't scale. Yes, it can. For the first time since Bitcoin's inception, proof of work is able to scale. Whenever you're investing in something, you don't want to invest in something that's trying to bridge into something else or because the original vision, what I always tell people is the reason why I'm so passionate about CAS, why I love CAS so much, is when you understand the monetary system and the use of money and fractional banking, things like this, and you look at Bitcoin and why it was created to fight against monetary misuse, it set out to accomplish something, and people may argue if it accomplished it or not, but BTC ultimately became a store of value and not a peer-to-peer, and Satoshi wanted it to be peer-to-peer. If you read the white paper, it was meant to be peer-to-peer. Is it still a peer-to-peer? Yes, but not to the degree that we all wanted, because technologically at the point in time, doing 10 BPS, 100 BPS, things like this were not an idea. Neither was smart contracts, neither was full DeFi protocols, layer twos that didn't exist yet. And Vitalik actually wanted to use Ghost. He actually did use an altered version of Ghost, but he couldn't quite nail exactly what Dag Labs and Jonathan had created. And it makes me so bullish to understand that. People don't understand that this technology is not new. It was actually once a Bitcoiner's dream, and now it's real. And it's like, there's a post going around on X of like, the light switch. When electricity and light bulbs and room lights were originally invented, there was a warning sign next to a light switch. Imagine that, because people were so new to this technology that they had to be warned. They weren't sure. They were scared to press a button and flip a switch. Okay, and I feel like CAS is so early in what it's capable of. And people get nervous with price action, things like this. And same with Nacho, people get nervous. As long as Caspa, the team is building on both red and both green days. As long as Caspa in the next 45 days, not down to the day exactly. I'm using Caspador's website. Shout out to Caspador, amazing, amazing Caspian. His countdown timer says 45 days, but that's a rough estimate, right? As long as CAS in 45 days becomes the fastest layer one in the world, and with block times of a tenth of a second. If there's one block per second, now you have one block in a tenth of a second. It's 10 times faster, right? That was looked at as impossible. For over a decade, it was looked at as impossible, and Litecoin tried a shot at it. And ETH, for those of you who don't know, ETH was originally proof of work, and ETH tried a shot at it, didn't. But respect to ETH, I will not come here and bash ETH, because ETH is super innovative. Okay, ETH bringing smart contracts and EVM, Ethereum virtual machine, to this space was super important. Super important for us to build DeFi and all the things that we know now. Ethereum was the seed of that life. But I think Caspa is going to be the layer one that takes that torch and pushes this ecosystem of peer-to-peer and layer one and DeFi. All these things are going to be propelled in a different direction that people quite don't see yet. And sometimes you have to remind yourself. Sometimes you have to look back at the white paper. Sometimes you have to look back at the bullish, the bullish catalysts that are happening. when Caspa has EVM compatibility, think about the people. Yeah, Ethereum for sure. Yes, Chris. Chris, get up here, man. Um, sorry, but ETH and all the apps and everything built on it, put on Caspa. So you have all the capabilities that ETH has with the scalability and the transaction fees of Cas is huge. Igra Labs, man, Igra Labs is so bullish. Please, guys, if you get the chance, listen to their live streams, listen to what they have to say about Caspa. They're super passionate people, and I have full trust in them. Chris, welcome, Chris.
What up?
So glad you can hear me, huh?
Perfect.
Nice, nice. Thank God we got that fixed. Yeah, I was just talking about Cas, the ecosystem, and essentially my essential point is if you see that Caspa's technology is designed to solve a real problem. And when Cass is priced in and Cass has the whole ecosystem that it deserves, it has the adoption, it has builders building on it, it has that recognition. Nacho will follow suit to have the biggest meme play. It's already. This is the way I look at it, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. You're early to Caspa, but you're super early to Nacho. Because if people don't know about Cass, people sure as hell don't know about Nacho yet. And once Caspa is priced in, Nacho will also be priced in. It's a direct leverage play on Caspa's success, and the foundation of Nacho is to bring in more people to the Caspa ecosystem, show them what Caspa's capable of, and once smart contracts does arrive, we will migrate over to smart contracts. That is not the over for not. That's not the end game for Nacho. It's not over for Nacho. That is the beginning. You guys are so early to Nacho right now, and all you people that are supporting and showing support to me, Ashton, Chris, Frog, all of us for building, whether it's red days, green days, saying good morning to all you guys, embracing this community and being a part of this storm together. We're gonna ride those highs as well, and we're super early to something so excellent. And I always say it. Congratulations to all you guys, all of you guys. I see the wizard is here. Ashton, welcome.
How you doing, brother? Happy Sunday.
What's up? What's up, Ashton? Welcome. Ashton saying literally anything. The Ashton memes rolling in already. Oh my god.
Jesus. The names, the memes, it's too
Yep.
much. Focus
Yep.
on Nacho. So I missed the first part of your speech, but I imagine we're just getting started.
Yep. I started a little bit early just to troubleshoot, see if my mic was all good, mic test, and we're good, man. We got this down pat. We're also streaming on YouTube, and we were also streaming on X.
Very nice. 9 months later, we finally figure it out, huh?
I know. And you know what? We should have learned from the first Discord session that was super awesome. That having in the Discord is honestly, in my opinion, optimal. I just love it, and it's just that we get the engagement of the Discord, but we get the outreach to different ecosystems and layer ones on X as well. Last time we got around 900 views on X. So if you're gonna see new people joining the Discord, people that may have no idea what Caspa is, because believe it or not, what's interesting about Cas is that early Caspians and most of us here are really tech focused. We're really focused on the tech. But there's another line of people that really love memes. They love the culture, they love the returns on it, the excitement, the posts, how funny they are and stuff like that. And Nacho is bridging a gap between utility because we're built on Caspa. The foundation of Caspa is technology. It's what can we bring to the crypto sector. So we're essentially merging a bridge between a joke, a meme, and utility and putting them together. And I think this is a pivotal part of Nacho's success because as Caspians, we care about the tech. We care about 10 blocks per second. We care about proof of work scaling. So we want to incentivize the miners. We want a good place for all the miners to mine with awesome fees and things of such. We want to, incentivize people to secure the Caspa network. And we've done that balance because we have people in the community that love memes, and we have people that love the tech. They're really into mining, like Ashton is, for example, and Catpool is doing phenomenal. Do you have any updates for us, Ashton, on Catpool?
Campool itself is trucking along, man. It's
Super awesome.
we had a pretty significant hash rate drop just because of one project participant.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of obvious, I think, to most people paying attention who that is. But regardless, it's stable. It's working with KS2 lights. We're essentially just fine tuning things and making it perfect before we officially exit that beta stage. But everything seems to be working great. And huge shout out to Crypto J, who leads all of the moderation and community support on this. I mean, this guy is a workhorse in terms of making sure that everyone's taken care of with that. And honestly, this community as a whole. I mean, I see Gigi in the audience here, and this individual helped me so much with the event that we're planning for this summer, which is actually pretty cool and kind of leads us into the main updates, I think, for today. I've got three of them. There's
Sweet.
a pretty significant partnership that we're going to announce tomorrow on Blockchain Banter. And it's a first of its kind for CAS, and it answers a lot of the questions around what's going to happen when smart contracts get here, which feels like it's a lot quicker than we originally expected. Second thing is around the event that's coming this summer. I think we're going to be able to announce this week as well. We're actively looking at talking with not partnerships, excuse me, sponsorships for the event itself. So from a marketing advertising perspective, and this is much more of a CASPA-wide event than it is Nacho specifically, but we will have our side event after party of the Nacho's first birthday. So the first in real life event is definitely coming, and we're planning it out for this summer. I think likely mid-September, but all those details will be announced this week. And then the last thing is the marketing that's coming this week. Nacho is taking the main stage with a huge YouTube platform for the first time ever.
I am super excited. Also, question, Ashton. Just to verify, is a partner you're talking about, the partnership you're talking about, involve someone or a party that's green?
A party that's green.
Yes.
Yeah, it's such a weird question,
Cat
man. I
pool.
don't even. I mean, I feel like you. Oh no, 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 no! It
Okay,
is
okay.
not. It's not at all that partnership. So
I
that
was
one is
gonna
still
freak out.
cooking. Yeah, no, no, no. You're throwing me for a loop too, man. I'm like, he's talking like we should both know what we're talking about, and I don't.
My bad, my bad.
Yeah. So no, we're good. So yeah, the Catpool partnership is still cooking. Still. This is a pretty significant thing, right? It's with
Yeah.
a licensed business that operates in the United States and globally, and they require quite a bit of due diligence and KYC and contracts and stuff like this. So this is. That one that Dan is alluding to is kind of your more of your traditional Web 2 partnership model, where there's a lot of manual labor, lawyers, background stuff going in. So that's still cooking. I still feel great about it. It's still coming. I've got no concerns. But the partnership I'm talking about is a Web3 partnership that's really going to empower, I think, both volume and user experience, and all of that's going to be tied back to driving value in the Nacho ecosystem for CAS. So this is more of something that puts Nacho on the forefront of, let's call it, trading on Caspa smart contracts.
Yeah, my bad, guys. Honestly, there's wrong bullish catalyst. There's a bunch. There's a bunch wrong one. My bad, guys. Not to confuse anyone, but there is more than one, more than two, and there's more than three. So we're continuing to double down on that, work on it. It takes time, and with the market conditions right now, it honestly slowed things to a walk, a crawl, if you will. But we'll never stop moving. We're not gonna stop building, and those partnerships are still completely on the table. We still have open discussion, and everything's working out very well. It's just one day at a time
Real
through
quick,
this crypto storm.
I want to spot check something, Dan.
Send it
Someone
to
in the
me.
comments says that they're having audio problems. Can anyone just throw in a message in the chat that says whether you can hear us or not? Be terrible if we're talking to ourselves. All right, perfect audio.
Nice,
Okay,
nice. Thank you, guys.
sorry to Nick Heck or whoever you are. I think it's just you, brother.
Yeah, that always worries me. I get a message, I get a DM. Hey, brother, your mic is low, and everyone else hears me fine.
Yeah,
Oh
for
my
sure.
god.
And then you turn it up and blow everybody out.
And then
But I
I'm
will
kicked
say
off
that
the stage.
easy. There's a super easy solution to this. You guys jump on stage and talk to us, and then everything's good.
For real. For real. We love talking to you guys, man. You guys are such characters, and I think it speaks volumes about someone to not only be early to Cass, but be ultra early to Nacho. It's a special kind of person that seeks enough knowledge, they keep digging, and they don't stop there. They don't stop. And that's what me and Ashton were talking about the Caspa community and the Nacho community in general is that we have so many amazing people, electrical engineers, multiple paramedics, people that are on the front lines of society doing great things. And there's no better place to round them up than in the best layer one in the world. It's awesome. You see really good people here in CAS.
Yeah, you definitely do. And they stick around too. I mean,
Yeah.
looking at the people, at least in Discord right now, there's 29 in the audience. And I mean, I'm just estimating, I'm not going through them individually, but I recognize probably 25 of those people have had individual conversations. They've jumped up on stages, they've participated, they've sent me early access wallets to test. Shout out JD, thank you.
JD's the goat.
So
I
these
love JD. Love
these
JD.
guys are awesome. These guys are awesome. But yeah, no, I'm really excited about the partnership tomorrow. It is literally a first of its kind. It's not only a first of its kind product that we are partnering with and supporting, but it's a first of its kind utility for Nacho Cat's NFTs, and it's long-term revenue share, pretty deep partnership that not only helps existing stuff in the Nacho ecosystem, right? The NFTs, the token value, the tradability, things like this, but it also is a very strategic partnership for our next product that we've teased on X, which is getting very close. So I spent, I don't know, probably the last 12 or 18 hours, aside from a little bit of sleep, coding away on this new solution, and
Oh my god.
it's really cool. It's really really cool. So this week is going to be a lot of fun for sure. If anyone wants to jump up and ask questions, you might be able to push a little bit more out of me, but not all of it.
I'm gonna shoot my tag at Bykar. We miss you, buddy. I always tag Bykar and bother him. Oh my god. Love Tangent, man. Love Tangent. And as
Oh,
much as I love
Tangent's
Cass, and
awesome, but
yeah.
he's probably like I should have never joined the Nacho Discord.
I love him, dude. But hey, man, those Nacho Tangent wallets set a record. They did set a record, and they did fly off the shelves. And Tangent, we did pester them a lot, but they made it happen. And as much as I cherish my Nacho and my Cass, I trust my Tangent just as much, and I love it just as much because it protects the one thing that's most important to me. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
for sure,
I love Tangent. I love
absolutely.
Tangent, and there's a bunch of other
Tantrum.
wallets with like pretty effects and screens and stuff like that, but I just love Tangent. Everyone can get around it. You can gift it to someone. You can set them up easily. You don't have to be super tech savvy to set something like that up. I love it. Simple, it works, and the UI is great. And supporting Cast, they were supporting Cast very early. I remember when the Caspa Discord was voting for the first Caspa Tangems. I still have those, and they were, I think actually one key was earlier. Yes, one key was earlier to cast supporting and partnership than Tangem was, but the Tangem seemed to sell the best.
Yeah, well, it's because Tantrum I think really embodies a really important like value or trait
Mhm.
for the ecosystem. They create a product that is literally unhackable from a software perspective, and then they do it at a cheap price point. If you want to get that equivalent wallet on one key, it's like $200. And I think even then, you still are forced to use a seed phrase that requires you to protect it yourself and risk that human error component. So it's pretty awesome.
Bykar did spawn. Well, Bykar, welcome, and we wanted to say we were just talking about how awesome Tangem is. We love you and we love Tangem. It wasn't anything urgent, brother. We just wanted to say hello to you. We also announced that we have a big partnership that is going to be revealed, the first of its kind on Cast, and if not one of the first of its kind in general, tomorrow on the Blockchain Banter. So you might not want to miss that. There will be announcements in the Discord, but you're going to want to hear it live from the wizard's mouth himself.
Yeah, definitely
That
join that.
could
It's a
be
big show.
technically Aston,
What?
by the way, that could be technically relevant for Tangent as well in the future, right?
Yeah, I was
Tomorrow's
just about,
Ooh,
partnership.
dude.
you're
You're
right. You're right.
you're reading you're reading my mind, Chris. Yeah,
Once again.
100%. It it is definitely relevant to Tangem. You may now have another vendor to play with in terms of enabling some functionality in CAS ecosystem. But on that note, while you're here, Bykar, I will say, aside from the fact that we love you and you're awesome for being here, we would love even more to see Nacho NFTs on Tangem. So just there's that.
Let's see.
Beckett's having a hilarious time. I almost used a Flintstones reference, but it was too far. But yeah, he said we are all Bicarious.
Yes, we are. Love Bykar, man.
To be careful. Be careful. I think he's referencing something else.
Yeah, Geo, we got him again. Is
So
Geo
who's
here?
who's coming up and talking today? And seriously, Gigi, I still see you there. Thank you so much for that work. It was so helpful. That event deck is looking fantastic. And I told like 4 people I shared it with that it was 100% your fault that it looks so good.
Buffling said with a LCD screen to display our Nacho NFT on the front of the card. That is some next gen tech.
Oh,
A screen on a card.
that
Hey
is
man.
next gen.
Hey man. Or a
I
hologram.
I recruited for this. I recruited for this startup years ago that was trying. Their product never made it to market, but they were trying to create a credit card that essentially stored all of your credit cards in one device. You could,
Ooh.
swipe them in on the app or whatever, and then it had a little LCD screen on the front with buttons that you could switch between your Amex and your Visa and whatever, and it would essentially emulate that card on the device itself. So you could carry one card, and swipe or use your chip, whatever, with any of your credit cards attached.
Ooh.
And they had that LCD screen on a credit card style thing. So it's possible, but probably expensive as hell. And frankly, their product didn't make it to market, so
Yeah.
maybe not the best idea.
Or just use Caspian, scan a QR code.
Yeah, there you go. Way easier.
I like my guy on X, Nicholas Sismel, right? He used to be the lead for Binance Research, and there was a tweet that he shot out like 2 days ago. Someone was like, "Well, Cass doesn't have Binance and blah blah blah," and Nicholas was like, "This is not about listings. This is about saving the world of finance as we know it." I was like, "Oh my god, dude, the Cass community is just next level, man." And when you really do a deep dive and you really I always talk to the community about this, about understanding monetary misuse and money as a whole and the history of money, Caspa is the ultimate form of money. And that's the way I see it to this point in time. When a lot of people, when they start their financial literacy journey and they start learning about the history of money and how wealth is accumulated and stuff like that, you start with what is money and what are different versions of money. And it walked me all the way up to BTC and landed me on Cas. And I'm honestly blessed for that, to be able to talk to you guys about that.
Yeah, for sure, man. That is the perfect journey. That I
Mm-hmm.
can't remember the name of that book, but it has an island name in it. It's all about the creation of the Federal Reserve and um, God, I shouldn't have started that conversation. It sounds stupid now. I'm looking at my books. The Creature from Jekyll Island. That's what it is.
Ah,
It talks about a lot of that background story on gold standard to the current U.S. dollar, and even before that, and how the Federal Reserve was created. And I mean, it is the only, like, I don't know, documentary style book, nonfiction book that I've read that just reads like a spy novel. The creation of this monetary system is just, it's some secret society shit.
oh my gosh. Hey, also, please guys,
Wild.
come up here and talk, please. I love to hear your stories and what you guys have to say. I know this dip is brutal. I know the market correction, the sentiment was a bit shocking. No one expected Cas to be at these prices or Nacho to be at these prices at this time of the year, right? But this also
Well,
goes
it's
to
also
show, like,
planned.
yeah.
It's also like planned in the government level. I mean, the U.S. government has to refinance around $7 trillion worth of debt this summer.
Yes.
I think it's June timeframe,
Mhm.
and interest rates are like 4.5, 5%, and they've got to refinance at the then current interest rates. The only way to feasibly achieve that or execute that process is to drastically reduce interest rates. You look at like Trump and his administration and Elon and Doge, and I mean, they're specifically tanking the stock market and monetary ecosystem because it will cause the Fed to reduce interest rates significantly,
Mhm.
and then it'll allow for refinancing of that $7 trillion of debt in a very significant discount, right? A better interest rate. To me, I mean, obviously not financial advice. I'm
No,
no
of course.
economist, but it seems like from just a simple news perspective, it's kind of obvious what's going on, right? Tank the economy, which includes capital markets, right? Crypto, stock, anything bond, or, bonds have the inverse relation, but regardless, they're part of that capital markets. Um, and that's what they want to do. They want everyone to be buying bonds instead of stocks, so that that interest rate can then be reduced safely, and then the debt can be refinanced. It's a game.
Yep. And I actually had a call with my buddies because a lot of my friends in Hawaii, a lot of my buddies that are still in the service are in CAS, and a lot of them a lot of them, thank God, were fortunate enough to accumulate CAS below these levels, but some of them do have the average higher. And as to the discussion we were having, a lot of people were thinking to themselves, fuck, I was screenshotting my portfolio. I was taking pictures up top, and before we were like, damn it, 12 cents, and now we're like, please, 12 cents. And this reminds me of a quote from a book I read. I'm sure many of you are familiar with it. It's called the 5 a.m. Club, right? And in the book, there is a scenario where a billionaire is speaking to a millionaire. And the billionaire tells the millionaire, I have everything that you can ever have. I could buy all your cars, I could buy all the cars you have in every color under the rainbow and have one for each day of the week. So your money doesn't mean anything to me because I have more. And the millionaire says to the billionaire, I have something that you can never buy. And the billionaire's like, what are you talking about? And the millionaire says, I have the knowledge that I have enough. And I think on this dip, on this correction, is time for people to assess their portfolios, whether it's Nacho, Cast, both, and think about how much you really want from this cycle. Try not to be greedy and understand that enough is more for than chasing that endless monetary cycle where you're like, well, I have more money, I'm going to spend more money. I have this much money now, I can spend this much money. Essentially, what the millionaire is saying is that no matter how much money it has, each value to someone else or each value to someone, enough is different. Enough could be for I know many people in crypto that are just looking to pay off debt. That's their only goal. There's some people that want the Lambos, right? All that stuff is awesome. But it's important to calculate what is enough for each and every person so you don't F up the cycle and try and shoot too high. You're shooting for the million and you end up with nothing because you didn't sell, for example. At that point in time, you will realize that the 500K, the 200K, the 100K was enough. And when we get into crypto, it distorts the reality of money. I will be honest. I will be honest. When we're funding wallets, we're putting 1,000 there, 1,000 there, 1,000 there, moving 500 here, moving 500 here. And before I got into crypto, I fucking gulp and think twice before sending $500 to anything that I can't hold in my hand, right? So I caution you guys to assess your portfolios, think about where you stand, where you are in your life, what are your financial goals, and what will get you there. And don't shoot too high because you're gonna end up shooting yourself in the foot. So it's about what is enough to you.
Dude, it's such good advice. And I mean, we're obviously here to talk about crypto,
Mhm.
Nacho, Caspa. I don't want to get too off track, but this logic is very aligned with the whole touch grass idea,
Mhm.
right? It's all about it's life in general is just about being grateful for what you have and content with what you have. So many people try to say like, oh, if I get to this amount of money, I'll be, better because of this reason, or if
Yep.
I move to this location, or if I just didn't have this spouse, or once my kids get older, none of it gets better. It's if you're not happy and grateful with what you have right now, you will never be happy or grateful for what you have in the future.
Correct.
It's always enough. It matters. My dad used to tell me like it's that old phrase that the grass is always greener. Everyone always thinks it's, at least in America, it's a really common phrase that we talk about a lot, right?
Mhm.
Grass is always greener on the other side. Someone always has it better than me. But the truth is, the grass is greener where you water it. You just need to
Yes.
put in the work and water the grass, and it will be just as beautiful as you want it to be.
Yep, yep. And I think right now is such an important time because so many people are thinking, like, looking at their portfolios. Some people have never seen this kind of price action in the market to understand what enough is for you. Because so many people are shooting so high. So many people are shooting for the mansion, the Lambo, all these things. When really you should focus on, because I know for me in crypto, like I said, ladies and gents, like it distorts your view of money. Once you see like a 66x or you do things like 50x's, 20x's, you start looking at things the wrong way. Whereas in any other sector, a 10x is fucking outstanding, outstanding, right? And those of us who minted Nacho got to see the 66x in 3 days, right? That's not normal in any other sector. That's the stuff that people dream about achieving. And it boils down to what is enough for me, ladies and gents. That's what I encourage you to think about. Think about your exit strategy, think about your allocations, think about what you can do with that money. Think about, that really expensive car that you wanted. Think about if that money was put into Nacho or Cas before, the adoption, before big things happen, how much further that money can go. Like people are talking about, oh, I want to buy this crazy car, and there's so many different asset classes and ways to form, cash flow and wealth and things like this. Like people don't never talk about dividend stocks or anything like that. About how you can make cash flow through holding shares of companies and stuff like that. People are so hyper focused on the materialistic things. You have to know, ladies and gentlemen, what is enough for you.
So good, man. So good. Caspa Queen, how are you? We begged for people to come up here and then we ignored you for a while.
Oh, no,
Welcome,
it's
Castle
all
Queen.
good. Can you hear
You
me?
were yapping a bit.
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome.
Well, no, I love all the positive vibes. Like it really the grass is always greener on the other side. We have to like just know that what we have is enough and appreciate the moment. Um, and I'm one who really looks for anticipation happiness. Like I love thinking about what's to come, and I am super excited to meet y'all in person. And wanted to see if we can get any hints because I know you said you're going to be talking about it more this week. But anything other on the party because I know that's super exciting.
Can definitely give a little bit away. I know you're local to me in California, so I will say that you and I are going to have a bit of travel to get there. And
Oh,
this is because it's important that we include everybody in the CAS ecosystem. This is a CASPA event first, and our birthday, Nacho birthday party is the after party, the side event to it. So we've got a really global community. We've got a lot of core CAS in Europe, Middle East, Israel, places like that. So we've got to get central. And we did a lot of analyzing on like who would go to an event like this and what price point would it be and what location would it be. And frankly, it is so much easier for a lot of us with US passports to travel to other locations than it is for other people to come here. So we did make the decision to do it outside the US. We'll have a little bit of travel, but the entire idea is that it's an experiential event. We don't want to hold a simple conference or a simple meetup or party. We want to put CAS in people's hands so they can experience using it for real purchases, real interactions with an ecosystem. So I don't want to dig into all the details of what that means, but I'm sure your gears are already turning, can kind of think about what that would look like. And you can kind of think, conference meets festival with a focus on experiencing what this layer one does.
wow. Conference meets festival. That sounds fabulous.
I'm so
I'm
excited.
I think
always
it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got our sales hats on in terms of sponsorships for sure.
well that sounds awesome. We definitely want it to be the experience. So that's exciting. Um, so can't wait to hear more of those details. I also wanted to ask more about I think it was the level 3 rewards. It was talking about no fees. And I know I was a little confused because I was thinking it was on cat pool and someone was saying it was even more, but then I know you hinted at it at the beginning of this conversation. Is there anything else you can tell us?
Yeah, so that commitment is essentially for existing products and all future products that Nacho creates. And as everyone knows in this community, it's a utility focused roadmap, right? We are a meme coin. We want to have that lively, fun environment, but from a roadmap perspective, we focus on real utility. And there's a lot of DeFi and products and things that are available in the EVM ecosystem or Sol and or associated chains like this. And our first attempt is to bring a pretty big one to CAS with the launch of either Egra Labs or Casplex smart contracts. A little bit of that is still kind of unknown because we don't know who will come to market first or if there will be interoperability between the two. But yeah, there is a product coming. It will be a fee-based product. And Nacho Cats holders will not have to pay that fee. Similarly, the partnership that we're going to announce tomorrow is directly related to discounted fees on this new platform that another team is building for Nacho Cats holders. We can't control their fee system, so it isn't 100% no fees on theirs since it isn't a Nacho product, but we're incorporating that into the NFTs as well through that partnership. So that commitment is essentially to all future products, but the first one is in active development and should be coming very, very shortly or right as smart contracts become available on CAS. So yeah, you're looking at fees on that kind of range up to 1% on certain items. They range up to 5,000 CAS on other components of it. I think if I dig in too much further, I kind of give away the idea of what the product is itself, but it's pretty significant savings for Nacho Cats holders.
Well, that's exciting. There's so much more to come. I just love the whole idea of the utility behind it as well. So thank you so much for answering all my questions.
Yeah, no problem at all. Crypto J actually sent me some questions recently. I again don't want to give away or steal his thunder on the work that he's doing. But he sent me some questions that were around kind of, almost interview style on the background of Nacho and why we care about these utility products and roadmap. And again, for anyone new to the community or anyone who doesn't remember from 9 months ago, this entire project was designed to be a vehicle to contribute to CAS. We never thought it would be a blue chip token. We never thought it would be the best meme coin. We were hopeful, but it wasn't the plan. The plan was really just to create an organized way to contribute to Caspa. So that roadmap and being utility focused is important to achieve that mission, achieve that goal. And it so far has created a really positive flywheel of driving more value to Nacho token holders or NFT holders or whatever it is. So we're continuing that path for sure. FICO 8 in the chat says, no, I'm good.
Okay, nice.
You hear me?
Yep, all good.
I was just done, man. Ran out of breath. FICO 8 in the chat says, can you explain what does merch on level 1 mean? So yeah, in general that, Chris, I do feel old most days.
No Ashton fudding in here.
So yeah, to FICO 8's question, these levels all consist of essentially claim tickets. So we didn't want to have anyone lose out on rewards that they have for certain levels because they're not online at the time or because they go take a couple month gap from crypto or something like that. Maybe they just didn't see the tweet, right? So I think it's April 5th. Chris, you can confirm because you've got the dates on this, but I'm pretty sure April 5th, we will airdrop essentially claim tickets to individual wallets that hold the required NFTs at these certain levels. And you'll be able to just send us that claim ticket to claim your rewards for that level, right? Some of them just don't matter, right? Like the no fees, you won't ever have to send in. It'll just be a permanent item in your wallet that you can keep to qualify for those no fee aspects. But in terms of merch, for FICO 8's actual question, you're essentially just going to get airdropped a ticket. I think it'll most likely be a free NFT that we just do. It could be a token too, but either way, you'll get something that's unique to you that you can use to claim. And if you prefer to share an address, we can just send you the merch that you pick. If you don't want to, then we can just send you a gift card to that merch provider so you can buy it yourself. But we're working with both Iron Frog's merch store, Downriver Designs, that we've had since the beginning, and Rock the Caspa on this. So you should be able to choose things from either of those two stores. And again, Cas or Nacho. And once we get out those claim tickets, we'll just have details on what you can pick, the dollar amount values, stuff like that.
Peace that I feel so old here. Oh my gosh, that's what I love about crypto. You meet the Imolfects, and then you meet the older folk and stuff like that, but we all have a common goal. And that's what makes this community so powerful is the amount of diversity and the amount of people coming from different walks of life. We all have different wisdom and different knowledge to share to each other. And that's part of what makes these calls awesome is that many of us have different levels of expertise in different areas of finance or life in general. So we can all talk about these different things, and I think that makes us a stronger community as a whole. As a whole, is just understanding each other and learning more. That's what this is about. It's just 1% better every day. We're building 1% at least every single day. There's always building, whether it's red days, green days. We're always moving forward. Even if it comes to a crawl, we're always moving forward. If Caspa doesn't turn off, we don't stop working, and we don't stop building, and we don't stop learning. And that's why this community is awesome, man. Chris, what's happening there?
That's my favorite part. The last part, the learning. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm just. What is happening? Nacho merch is crazy. Alpaca white.
That's
I don't know.
some really unique merch, definitely.
I don't know if people on
And
X
about
can
your
even...
question, Bufflink, Iron Frog, I think he doesn't have any Nacho merch.
Yeah, right.
What?
It's always naked. Just kidding.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in there. I don't fully understand the joke, to be honest. But I don't know if people on X can even see these chats. So if someone's posting.
I'm pretty sure they can see it. They can see it. Also, if you're here on X, you have no idea what CAS is. What you're looking at right now is going to be the fastest proof of work here in the next 4 to 5 weeks. The fastest layer 1 in the world is going to be accomplishing 10 blocks per second on proof of work, no fair launch, no ICO, and even more ahead of that, front running that narrative, you're on the biggest meme on the most advanced layer 1 in the world. So if you're on X and you don't know about Cas, about Nacho, welcome. The Discord is free to join. You could join through the link in the bio on Nacho Iberski on X.
Just do it.
Just do
It's
it.
fun.
Just
It's
do
worth
it.
it.
Be the best thing you did. Not financial advice.
Click the button. Show up. Social advice is what it is.
Correct. Correct.
Who else has questions?
Yes. Yes. If anyone else would like to speak, I see you guys. You guys are being shy in here, but I see you guys every single day. I'm very familiar with you guys. Some of you guys I talk to more than my own family, so please don't feel shy.
He's talking about his great-great-grandmother. That's deaf.
Sorry, Bykar, I had to do it to you, man. I'm sorry. It's scheduled. You know it's scheduled. Every Sunday, I'm gonna tag you, and I will send a GIF of Manny blowing up. I'm sorry. Especially for you. That's the only. You know what? I'm gonna have to make actually, Bykar. I will make GIFs on InShot just for you, Bykar. Okay? No, buy car. No buy. Hello, you're staying here, dang it. You're a tangent rep. We love you, okay? But I will make gifts specifically just for you, so I don't have to send that one anymore. I will make a Manny collection just for you, okay? And you have my word on that. Next Positive Vibes, there will be a Manny collection. I think for our tangent rep, we should also have a tangent emoji for the server because tangent has done so much for the KRC20 ecosystem as well, and Caspa. So we'll try and
We
get
don't
that.
have that already?
No, we don't, and that's something that we need for sure.
Oh, we definitely need that.
We need tangent emojis. We need the Manny picture from Bycar's PFP. We need all that in here. Okay.
Hey, if you have a good,
I
if
mean,
you have
I
a
have
really,
right?
if you have a
So
really
you have
high quality logo by car, just drop it in here and we'll make it into an emoji. I'm gonna need it for the event too that I need to talk to you about.
Yes.
You and Nikita, actually.
Very big. And I know Tangent can deliver.
We so need
Tangent.
NFTs on Tangent.
Yes, we do.
It's the perfect platform. I already checked that like every day. It looks great. It would be so good.
It would make me feel so much safer.
Yeah, if you can make it like the backdrop or somehow displayed on the homepage of your portfolio when you open Tangent, that'd be sick. So you always see it. You could load one up to the front. That'd be sick.
What about those of us that have like 112? How do we do that?
Make them cycle through. Every 3 seconds they
yeah,
change it.
Pygos is here. Perfect.
Pygos.
Slideshow.
Bro thinks I work for Tangent and I have the logos or something. Noted. I love Bykar, man.
It's so funny. Imagine this whole time he doesn't work for Tangent. He just did a really good job with his username.
Like, actually, I just really like Tangent. I have a Tangent hat on right now, but I only put it on during these calls.
It's actually just Goon Boy.
Dude, Goon Boy could be anyone. Goon Boy could be anyone. We have a lot of theories as to who people are in this Discord and how they have multiple accounts, okay? Like Hop and Chop. I swear Hop and Chop is like 3 different people.
I gotta pay attention more. I don't know who that is, to be honest.
Hopperty. I call Hopperty Hop and Chop.
Oh, Hopperty. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That makes sense.
The legend.
Yeah, the legend Hop and Chop. Others know him as Puberty.
That was a wild couple of months for sure.
Yep. Awesome community members, man.
Beckett, haven't heard from you in a while, man. How are you?
Love Beckett, man. Me and him just stack those vibes, the positive vibes for sure. And you know what's really funny? If you guys don't follow Beckett on X, please follow him. If you turn on post notifications and you see that Beckett shoots out a tweet, if you look at your phone, you're probably gonna laugh. He's freaking hilarious. The shit that Beckett says on X sometimes, I'm just like, wow. Wow. You know who else is like that, Ashton?
Who?
Shout out to her, Crypto Karen. You remember Crypto Karen?
Yeah, I do.
Dude,
that was like a year ago.
Dude, her ex is so funny, dude. So funny. Zero filter, all rage. She takes a normal post that looks cute or something, destroys it in one-liners. It's hilarious. I turn post notifications on for her because I just laugh. Every time I see her say something, I'm like, did she just say that shit? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yeah, Pygos, I know. Where's Hop and Chop? Where's Hop and Chop? I wanna at him. We miss you, buddy. We miss you, Hop and Chop.
Beckett's requesting. Nice.
Let's go.
Oh, you sent him an invite, didn't you?
No, no, no. You
That's what it is.
requested, man. You requested.
Oh, okay. I can't click it. It says invite sent.
What?
I might have invited
What?
him, but
Get
Ah,
out of
he's too
Chris.
here,
shy.
man. Come on. I wish we could just teleport people
Chris,
on stage. Oh, look, it's Beckett.
yeah.
Hey, I'm driving.
Julian, I see you here. I thought you were busy, man. Thanks for being here. And thanks for helping Dan get all of his stuff square.
Yes, as we will
Everything seems
announce
to be
now.
working.
Everything's working sweet. We also might like we
Now we
discussed
need
earlier.
now we need Twitch more, Twitch,
Yes,
and
yes.
maybe we can stream also on Telegram, right?
Correct. So the first level of membership that we showed you guys in that screenshot, the cheapest one, adds one more. I'm not sure if the second one
Okay.
adds a fourth or fifth, excuse me, but if we can get on Twitch, different things like that, that would be sick to use those platforms. Especially also if
Yeah.
Casper Silver follows up on that Smash tournament. Hey man, if he follows up on the Nacho Smash tournament, we're gonna make the Nacho esports team, man. I'm locking in. Don't make me lock in. I'll turn on the camera and everything. I have my GameCube controller over here, okay? Did you have a GameCube, Ashley?
Dan's going to be a GameCube?
You never heard of the GameCube?
I know what a GameCube is. It just isn't 1997 anymore.
Okay,
What are you
you
talking about? A
dragged it. It definitely
GameCube?
came out in like '06, okay? You never heard these buttons before, these sounds? No, no,
I've
no,
heard it and
no.
I played on it, but I do not have a GameCube
Yeah.
anymore. No, the oldest system I have is a Switch, and it's for my kids. But I do have a custom built emulator
Ooh,
station
nice,
thing that
nice.
I can play GameCube stuff on, but it's
So
not a GameCube.
I play Smash Brothers on my Switch with the GameCube controller. Nintendo's been doing an amazing job of supporting. Yeah, the GameCube is old, but people that are into gaming and competitive and stuff like that, Super Smash Brothers Melee is still competed huge. It's the most competed fighting game in the world, and the pros use the GameCube controller because that was the origin console. So when the Nintendo Wii came out, they added that backwards compatibility where you can use GameCube controllers on the Wii. And then there was another Smash game. The Wii U came out, again, GameCube controller compatibility. So all the pros and everyone that's been competing in Smash for over a decade now still use that controller. And it's the controller of choice, I guess. There's no point of switching your platform if it's the same, you know?
Interesting. Do you have to blow on the controller before you plug it in?
Sometimes you do. If the analog stick is drifting, yes, I do that.
Atari, hell yeah.
And I still wrap up the controller. I put the cord in the middle. I wrap it up just like that, just like the old days.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't even think most of the community knows that they have a professional Smash Brothers player in their midst.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to compete super hard in Smash. I loved it. It was a good time. You meet some really cool people, man. They're just brainiacs. You just learn that the people that are competing in the highest level, they have it broken down to a science. The psychology and all that between it. But we're not going to get too far off topic, but if there is a Smash tournament in the cast community, Nacho is going to shine crazy. That's so bullish you guys don't even realize it yet. We're going to have Nacho jerseys, okay?
I still want to play you in a one-on-one game just to spot check my skills because I thought I was really good and I didn't even know that there were professional players till you told me. And now I want to like figure out where I would fall in the ranking, you know? Is
All
it
right,
just a
man.
wipeout or are these pros not even that good?
Well, hey, man, we'll see. We'll see. There was this dude that was talking so much smack in Hawaii. It was one of my sergeants. Always talking smack. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna three stock you. You're not even gonna touch me. Blah blah blah. And I walked him and made it look like he never picked up a controller before. I made it look like he was playing with his elbows. It was incredible. And people just look so dumbfounded, but they have no idea for like one combo. I'm not sure if you guys saw. I tweeted on X when Caspa Silver mentioned the Smash tournament. I sent a video of a combo that I did in a live tournament set. That's me playing, and that combo I must have practiced for at least 20 plus hours. 20 plus hours to get that one combo down. People whenever you take anything to the competitive level, like Yanni was talking about, Jonathan was talking about input delay. That does make a difference, man. It does make a difference for sure.
Yeah, you were on it in that. That was the Sydney conference where he
Yeah.
was giving his speech,
Yeah,
and
this is so true.
he's like, yeah, if you're an amateur chess player, you don't care about input delay, but if you're professional, and Dan's like elbowing me, yeah, same for Smash, you know.
Yeah, it's a
All
big
right,
deal
man.
because you play the game online and there is about, I think, 40 frames to 50 frames of input delay because there's network latency. You're not playing on a local game and it's not on one system, right? So moves and attacks that you can normally react to and see it coming and just press the block button are now unreactable, and now the meta shifts from I have to block this to I have to respect it and just eat this attack. There's attacks that it's like they do 20 damage, they come out immediately. On local, you block it. Online, you just accept taking 20 damage. So the whole meta shifts from cheesy characters with quick burst options on local to more technical, skill based, input heavy characters that have more intricate combos. It's really cool. So what Yanni was saying is absolutely true.
There you go, confirmed. But what I'm hearing is button smashing won't work.
You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed, man. I always call it downloading people. You have to assess their habits. The first match when I play against people is more just about downloading. You just look at how many times do they roll backwards, how many times do they press this button. When I press this button, what buttons do they press? That's how you look at it. You break it down like that.
I'm just gonna use the Wi-Fi controller and take buff links if I.
use use the what's it called? What's that dancing game? It's not Dance Dance Revolution. What is that game with the dancing pad?
Now that brings back
Yeah,
memories, man.
yeah, yeah.
After baseball games on Fridays as a kid, go to the pizza shop, play DDR.
Yeah. You could use that as a controller, you know. That's some crazy try hard shit, but you can.
Damn.
Virtual Fighter. I'm not sure. It's been a long time. The fighting games I played the most growing up was Soul Calibur, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, some of the DBZ games, but those are not really competitive, and Smash. But Virtual Fighter and a little bit of Dead or Alive, but Virtual Fighter no. If you want as many people in a tournament, you have to pick a game that's on PC though, because not everyone has a Nintendo, but most people have a PC. You're right, and that's important to factor in. He's very right. But Smash does have one of the most copies sold of a video game ever. I do expect a lot of people to have a Switch, but not everyone has a Switch. But obviously, we can have different tournaments for different games. We can have different runs, right? I love the competitive aspect because ultimately, the Casper community is competitive. When it boils down to it, we're proving why our tech is better than their tech. It's always a competition. That's what market share and market cap is about. It's a competition to prove why we're better, why we do this better than you do, and explaining it, right? So I think the cast community and crypto in general is very competitive, especially just crypto as a whole.
Yeah, most of this is PvP stuff.
I'm biased on
But
Smash, yeah.
yeah,
I'm
he's calling
biased
you
on
out
Smash.
hard, and I'm one of those 100% for sure. All right, Nacho and Cass. Who
Yeah.
who else has questions or comments? What can we tell you, talk about this week?
See if you have any questions. Anyone wants to come up and talk. If anyone wants to send me their friend code on Switch so I can live stream us playing.
Oh, I'm doing that.
Oh my god.
Little Ann is coming up. How are you, Ann?
Hey, I'm doing good. My question is, I know we have that Nacho University on X. I know, can we get like the lectures on there? I think it would be a great thing. So when people are asking about it, they can always go there and listen to the recordings.
Yeah, are you the lectures you're talking about? You talking about these calls?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, the
Okay.
AMAs.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I think we can. Chris, can you jump in here? I don't 100% know how we would do it, but I think we can literally just download the recording and then upload it as a post, right?
Yeah, my OBS, the way it's set up, Julian helped me set it up. It's recording from start to finish. Once we stop it, we'll have the file and we can send it.
Okay, so we got to catch up on getting all
Perfect.
the old ones up
Mhm.
there because I know we have those.
Correct.
Yeah, so
Because I
easy
think that
enough.
would
But
be good
also,
too, because if
yeah,
people are new, they can always go there and
Yep, yep.
or-
Yeah,
that's
it's a
good.
really good idea.
Nice.
We should. We also need to start posting more of the kind of CASPA specific education videos that we talked about, getting them up there too.
Correct, correct. And we could even I know Caspador is big on making visuals and stuff, and I think a big driving factor is when we're proving something about Caspa is you show it visually. Like when remember in Australia how many people were just staring at the block DAG visualizer on the TV and they're looking like what the hell is that? It's one thing to explain the technicals and make it really complicated, but when you show a visualizer of what's being done, it speaks for itself and it's a good conversation starter. It's a good, once someone asks, what is that? That's where we come in as a community. So I think maybe even reaching out to Caspador about it and saying if he can make like visualizers or, we could push his websites and stuff like that so people can see block speeds and, crescendo hard fork timeline stuff like that. I think that's really important for pushing out education to the community.
Yeah, it's a good idea too, because even just the existing tools like the countdown and
Yep,
stuff
yep.
should be on like Caspe. We can put a link on the university thing that Anne's talking about.
Yep, those should be everywhere, man. The visualizers are super important because whenever the cast community likes to post stuff and shill cast to the maximum extent, they always post a block dive visualizer and videos to get people going, what the hell is even that? Because blockchains do not go up and down, they only go left and right. Not here. Not anymore, at least.
I think what we really need is like someone to take up the torch on organizing some of these things and keeping us on track. Because that's the hardest. We come to these calls every week, and I always leave with this feeling of like, oh, what a great idea. We should have done that already. And it'd be really nice if we had kind of a single source of, to-do list truth, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Just some sort of kind of project management for new ideas as they come out, where we can, rank and file and decide what to execute on first.
Yeah.
yes, because I think if you're going to have that page, you should keep it fresh. But that's just my
No, you're
opinion.
100% right.
Mm-hmm.
You're 100% right. It not only like it does a dated version of that page does more damage than not having one at all, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a good call. So,
Now we have to make a
Anne, if
Nacho
you like
Quizlet.
if you like that if you like that organization stuff and you wanna take up the torch, be great, but no pressure.
I can help out, but I'm not I'm not a computer person. So, but yes, I would help out if you need it, like, ideas or whatever we need to get done. I would definitely help.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll DM you because it's not even really computer science. It's really just like organization to-do list stuff, right? Just
Okay.
keeping a list of what needs to get done type thing.
Okay.
Cool.
That sounds good.
Awesome.
Yeah, appreciate you coming up here. Any other questions, comments, things you want to talk about?
No, that's it. I mean, I have a daughter studying for the SAT. So right now I asked how she was doing. She gave me a look like a rabid animal. So staying away from her.
My oldest is 14, and I am just starting to experience those looks. The teenage girls are rough sometimes. I'm learning.
Yeah. So I'm just like, okay, making a cake. I made cupcakes first. I'm just like, so she can study and she's doing her thing.
Nice. Well, good luck to her. Sounds like you guys are at an exciting point if she's taking SAT soon.
Yes. So.
Yeah, FICO 8, you're right. You're right, and it's long overdue, man. 100%. Website does need updating, and we've been talking about it forever. It is honestly the only difficult thing about it. It's not even a coding or technical problem, or it's just time. It's just prioritization and time. We've got these other products and things in the mix like Catpool that have urgent beta testers that they're giving feedback all the time. It's really hard to say, hey, wait, we don't care about your issue on Catpool for a minute because we're updating the website. So we've got to, if anyone in here has even just a little bit of coding skills and is willing to help out a bit with these things, it would definitely accelerate. It's not mandatory. We'll get it done either way, but it would definitely accelerate things. Yeah, exactly, Bufflink, exactly.
Making the to-do list longer. Ashton, do you know what Kahoot is?
Uh, yeah, my kids use it all the time. It's like a study thing.
Yep.
It's like an online learning platform where they have like quizzes and stuff.
Yeah, we used to use it a lot for me in school. I was just thinking about it. I only brought it up because we were talking about Nacho University and educating people on CAS and stuff like that. Yes, Car, you did hear Kahoot. And, honestly, it was great, but my class just couldn't fucking be mature enough to respect it. And next thing you know, we had like the smart board in my school, and everyone was loading in, joining with the code and stuff. And you would see the most vulgar names, and we never got to enjoy it. We never got to enjoy it because all the above names that you could imagine. Oh my god. I don't know if anyone else had to deal with that. People just ruin it for everyone, man. But when we did, if we did have Kahoot, it did help a lot. But I was thinking about how Quizlet helped me a lot with cryptocurrency terminology, like learning about nodes, block times, things like this. There was a Quizlet that I found that just has all the lingo in cryptocurrency, and I just ended up writing all of them down. And did they make sense when I wrote them down? Probably not, but I just searched up those definitions. I told you, you spiral. You're like, what is this word? You find the definition for a word, and then in the definition there's another word, and you spiral. But eventually, if you try hard enough, you'll make it make sense. You don't have to be the smartest person in the world, but hard work always beats talent and intelligence when that doesn't work hard.
Yeah, for sure, man. And I'm not I'm not sure we've got a lot of smart board students in here, to be honest. When I was in high school, we used these old things called books,
I
and
thought you were gonna
sometimes we
say I
pulled
thought you
out
were gonna say
paper.
chalkboard.
Chalkboard.
Yeah,
No, that was my middle
chalk.
school though. I got in trouble in the 7th grade for something.
Don't
I'll
even
leave that
tell me
alone, I
what.
guess.
Nah,
And
nah.
no,
Ashton
she
graffiti.
made me go.
Nah.
No, it wasn't graffiti.
No.
It was
Straight to
a
the face
fight
rules
actually.
often.
But
No,
I
no.
had to I had to bang erasers for like 3 weeks straight after math class.
Oh my god. Ashton lore.
Oh, stop it. Not important. Boring. Boring
Ashton
life.
lore confirmed.
Oh, Bicar's got a Kahoot song, I guess. Sounds fun.
I'm upset that he came up with that so fast. He said, "Did someone say Kahoot?"
Um, yeah, it was instant. He had it on lock. M Key in the chat a little while ago said, "You said something about coding skill. How can someone help out?" Just raise your hand, man. Honestly, I'm already going to DM you because you put that message in the chat, so you exposed yourself.
Got him.
But yeah, just I mean, it's volunteer work. There's plenty to do. There's not a lot of um, requirements around it since we're all just helping out community run stuff. So I'll DM you, no pressure. If you don't have those skills or you don't want to do it, don't have the time, it's not a big deal. But yes, greatly appreciated. We'd love the help. Oh, Bufflink, nice. He knows how to start an executable on Windows 95. Hell yeah.
All right, Ann. Well,
I'll
thank you for
hold
stopping
myself
by.
accountable and say if there's anything I can do to help. I'm not the most technical savvy person, but I can help create lists and stuff.
I got a feeling that you would do some good work with the event that's coming up. So maybe I'll DM you too if you're open to it.
I'm happy to.
Cool.
I am excited. Everyone always, a lot of people just undermine themselves at first, but everyone has to start somewhere. And a lot of this stuff with OBS, like I had no idea how to run the streaming setup and how to get everything recording and stream it to X and stuff like that. Had no idea. And all I have to do is just shoot out that DM. It costs nothing to do that and seek that help. And this community is really fucking kind, man. This community is really helpful, and a lot of people step up to the plate and take initiative. We have a lot of good leaders in here, and they're more than willing to help with different things that you want to learn.
Oh,
We're
100%.
stronger as a community, 100%.
100%.
Definitely are. Yeah, I already got a DM on someone willing to help out with the website too. So thank you to that
Nice.
person. FICO8 asked a question to me. Did you manage to grab the wizard NFT? I did not.
If he did, it
I
would
did
be his
not
PFP
grab the
already.
wizard.
For sure, it would be his
Yeah,
PFP already.
I am the suited cowboy, Nacho, for now.
Okay. Well, Ashton, honestly, we're running at an hour right now, an hour and I think 15 minutes. So if you guys have any last second questions, anything like that, as for the people on X, again, I'm going to say this again. We are the biggest meme on Caspa, and this is a leverage play on Caspa's success because Caspa in 4 to 5 weeks will be the fastest layer one in the world on proof of work, fair launch, no ICOs. Okay, 10 blocks per second with goals of 100 blocks per second. Smart contracts, EVM compatibility on the way, T1 listings on the way. You are early, but you are ultra early if you are here listening to this stage call.
You guys realize that Casplex released the DevNet of ZK EVM rollups already, right?
Yes.
Or they
Yes.
announced it. It's going to be available Monday. Like,
Mhm.
I hit up those guys in Caspidor immediately to get access to that because this is way faster than anyone expected.
Yep.
Eager Labs says they'll have their stuff out by end of March too. Was their original plan for DevNet. So it's still months away. You know, we've got a lot of work to do on the background, but it's coming fast.
Yeah, and
And
it's
the
all
fact
coming
that everything
together.
will be EVM compatible is
Mhm.
crazy. Everything you see on Ethereum will just be a port away.
Yep, it's super exciting, man. And I always tell you this, it's like a spring that's being compressed. Everything is getting pushed back to a date so close to each other where the catalysts are just gonna fire off one after the other, man. One after the other. It's gonna be incredible. So excited.
Could not agree with you more, man. It's
Any thoughts on
and it's
level
been a
4
long
reveal?
time coming.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, sure. Actually, yeah, level 4 reveal is my favorite one. I'm pretty sure the requirements are already out there, and it's rewarding those 9 realms holders.
Da. Ashton. That's not out there yet.
It is, it is now.
Oh. Oh.
Either way,
Ashton, don't
either
reveal
way,
it.
you will be able to use your reward on Catpool without any electric costs for a year.
Oh.
And okay, the second part we can keep secret.
Yeah, thank you. You're the one who just said say nothing. I said half, and you're like the rest.
Oh my god.
So yeah, if you like mining or free Cass and Nacho,
Free Cass.
pay attention.
I'm
I
in.
mean,
I'm all
literally,
in. Yeah, actually.
it's legit what it is. Free Cass. If you use it on Catpool, which you will,
Ashton, I
you'll get
just
free
watched
Nacho too.
earlier the trailer, the announcement trailer from Vote for the next you know what. I watched it earlier again and I got goosebumps, to be honest.
I'm
It's
lost. What channel?
There's too many bullish catalysts. They're
oh my
everywhere.
goodness. What I showed
Oh
you
my
in
god.
Bucharest from Vote for the next big listing.
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah.
trailer. The announcement.
Yes.
I
That is
watched
exciting.
that's
Oh,
so
and
exciting.
everyone has paid attention to the treasury log chat, right? You guys saw that we're starting to do this final step of this big listing we've been waiting on. So I think my treasury log message says between 5 and 14 days, and you guys know I'm a pretty conservative guy.
Oh my god. Really? Really? Did you post a screenshot of it, Chris?
Yeah. Nothing to see there, right?
Wow.
It's just, are you ready?
I'm so
I'm ready.
excited. Yeah, we're all ready, dude. It's been too long since we did it.
Vivendi, we almost got through the whole damn thing without this crap.
What? Come
See the
on,
chat?
Lavender. Come on, man.
Oh my goodness. Ashton, I'm so
Oh.
glad that you are not in the chat with Chris and Levendi. Oh, God. You have so
Yeah,
much fun with this Apple versus Android stuff.
talking behind my back, I see.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being here, brother. And everyone, by the way, Crumpet Media. I don't know if you've heard of this or not yet. You should have, but it's awesome. It is going to be the first properly decentralized news outlet and media company that focuses on crypto. CAS will be a huge portion of it, but it's not limited to just CAS. And you can get crumbs, which are the token for Crumpet Media, that will allow you to do a lot of cool things like interacting with posts, rewarding content creators, and things along these lines. They are available for free at crumpet.media is the website. And all you got to do is pop in your address and you can claim 10,000 crumbs tokens per day for free. It's just a way to spread out those tokens and decentralize that supply. This is Levendi's brainchild, and he is an awesome resource to be running a media company like this, and it's got some really, really cool ideas. I just helped him out with the initial, we're calling it a toaster because they're crumbs, but it's a faucet that
It's
gives you
awesome.
Yeah, the gives you the crumbs tokens, and then helping them out with the initial website design and launch that's going on in the background. So go get crumbs tokens. They will one day have use cases, and that's coming pretty quick.
Whoa, Bufflink just asked Grok AI to analyze the treasury log.
I asked, okay, most likely exchange given Casp is existing, not just community driven, could be on Binance or Coinbase. Okay, well this is AI being AI.
Oh
This is
my
like when I
god.
ask it to code something and it's like, you should create a space station.
Yeah,
little
for real.
little big dreams there, AI.
It's like, hey,
Let's
I want
bring
to
it
start
Yeah,
down a
mining
notch.
and it's
Tesla.
not even
How to find a
saying which
hydroelectric dam.
Binance.
It's always so dramatic. It's always so dramatic. It's like you ask it, hey, I want to start mining Caspa. Where do I start? Well, perhaps you can start with building a hydroelectric dam behind your house. It's like, what?
Yeah, I forgot to mention I have a bachelor's degree, not a PhD.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's funny. Yeah, so cool, Bufflink. Thanks for sharing. I don't think Grok is accurate.
Grok. Lavender. Start spamming lavender gifts in the chat. But if anyone else doesn't have any questions here.
Oh, that's hilarious, Chris. I didn't see your post at first until Lavendi responded to it. But that is hilarious. The iPhone for Web3 for Ethereum holders.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I know.
I think some people will buy it just because they brought the button back.
Dude, hey man. The button, man.
This chat went from crypto hype to a Taylor Swift concert.
Yeah, now it's just me posting pictures of lavender. We're posting pictures of lavender.
Look at the chat.
Oh my god. We're making it a nice, cute place for you to thrive, Lavender. I'm sure you appreciate it.
Damn, Lavendi, I found you next, your future wife. Here.
Oh my god! No!
If
Oh
you
my
blink,
god.
all that lavender is going to be maroon. Just saying.
My god.
All right. Anyone got any real questions or comments or things they want to talk about? Then we can save Lavendi.
Yeah, yeah, we love you, Lavendi. All jokes, okay? We love you. Lavender. This is the best one, by
All
far.
right.
This is... Yeah, but if you guys don't have any more questions, we're going to wrap it up here. We'll get the recording out as soon as possible. I'll see where it is in my files. I should download to my computer, and I will be able to share it with you guys. Ashton, do you have anything else left?
No, I don't think so. Pay attention this week. It's a bigger week than we've had in a long time, and it's because of these red markets and sentiment, and it's slowly changing. It's not fully back to where it was just yet, but we're paying close attention. You're going to want to see blockchain banner tomorrow. You're going to want to go get your crumbs tokens daily, and you'll want to show up to a YouTube event on Thursday, which we'll get some announcements out before that happens as well.
Alrighty. Well, you
And
guys
can
take
we all
care.
agree on bugging weeks posts even
Oh
more?
my god,
Oh yeah,
I
yes.
saw
absolutely.
we already started with it, so full
Yeah,
power.
we essentially just told Weeks, hey, at this point, it's ridiculous that you're even trying to list Nacho still, and you should just refund our funds because you're clearly fraudulent. So help them realize that's important.
Correct, correct.
Yes,
That's
please.
super unethical. That's wrong. Oh my gosh. Hey, we love
Yeah,
you,
and
Lavender. Thank
thanks,
you for stopping by, man.
100%, and thanks to Bufflink for the nice words too, man. He is always so positive. So yeah, enjoy your Sunday, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Pay attention this week. Let us know what questions you have. Stay active. You don't want to show up on Friday and be like, what the hell happened?
Yep, yep. In a good way, in the best way possible. So, thank you everyone for stopping by.
Hold on real quick, Dan. We've got someone requesting to speak. Let's see if
Oh.
they jump up quick.
Lavender dog. Oh my god, I love that dog.
Maybe it's gone.
Yeah, I think
I
it is.
clicked submit, but it's gone. Okay. Thanks, guys. Have a great rest of your day.
See you guys.
Have a good one.